What if you could build a sales and marketing team for your business that went out and told the world about what you do and the products you offer just because they know you, like you, and trust you? That's what we're going to talk about today in this video, how to build your influence by creating raving fans. So let's get into it. By raving fans, what I mean is a community of peers and clients that know you, like you, and trust you enough to buy your products, goods, or services while telling the world that they should do the same. I think that's pretty a pretty simple concept. Most people want that. Most people say, yeah, I'd love to have that, but they don't know exactly how to do that. They don't know where to go. And so they begin to look for who this community is. And where do they go? At first, they go to social media. Maybe they even go to networking events, or they even try to do it through their marketing. So what that looks like is they try to say the things that they think people want to hear to make them want to buy their products or services, maybe even know them, like them, trust them, maybe post fun photos or memes or something like that. They try really hard, and they even go to networking events and try to say and do the right things. So their focus is trying to find the who that would become the raving fans. But I think that people misplace their efforts in what they're doing and how they do that. Because when they go to those, they talk about what they do. They talk about maybe who they are. They talk about what they've done for others in the past. So that could be about their products. That could be maybe testimonials about their people. Could be even be about maybe their hiring process or their customer service or something along those lines. So they're trying to, again, create that who and make that who want to buy into what they're doing. But that's not really how it works. So they go from that to talking about how. Think about this. When you're at networking events or when you're on social media, that's what you hear about. You hear about what they make, who they serve, how they do what they do, right? But that's all they ever talk about. So process isn't that interesting, really. And the results, you can say you get results. People talk about the results they get, but what does that really mean? And does it make me want to buy in? Yeah, that might create a transaction. I might do a transaction for you, with you, because maybe your products and services are good, or you have good processes or customer service. Maybe you've had good results, but that's not going to make me want to be a sales and marketing person for you, right? That's just going to make me want to have a transaction and move on. So if we look at this further, the why is really where this is at. So Simon Sinek, in his book, Start With Why, he actually has what he calls the golden circle. And the golden circle resembles this illustration that you're seeing. I just added the who ring to it because that's what people are after. And they forget to look at who they're even talking to and who could join with them in their passion. But your why is really your purpose plus your action. That equals passion. And so some people would call it your mission, vision, and purpose, so they would relate it to that way. But unless you have that passion, this emotional drive for what your end goal is, for what your products and services are supposed to do for people, people don't really buy into what you do. If you want to create raving fans, they have to believe in why you do what you do. So for example, Simon Sinek uses Apple, and they were such a disruptor because they changed how the music industry worked, right? He uses Walmart as an example because their why was to bring low-cost goods and services to people who were in rural communities who couldn't really make trips into larger cities to get the goods and services they needed at decent prices. So people bought into that. People buy into the purpose and the passion for why we do things. Okay, we say, well, that's great, Tim. Well, how do we go about doing that? Well, I want you to see this first. This creates a magnetism from the who about your what, about how your process is done to get to your why. People will join in with you about your why, and then they will care more about how you accomplish that and for what reasons you do that. So then you'll have your who that buys into this whole process. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So the why really comes down to your beliefs. What do you believe and who are you trying to serve? But moreover, why are you trying to serve them? What purpose is that in you? And why should you be passionate about it? Because if you're not passionate about it, I'm not going to be. So you have to create this passion, but not just create it. You could already have it, but you might be quiet about it. If you're not sharing about your passion, about why you do what you do, and the beliefs that you have about doing that, no one else is going to be passionate about it with you. Someone else may have the same passion, but if you're not talking about it and they're not talking about it, nobody's buying into each other's why and helping each other out with it. Okay? The how is the actions that you take in order to accomplish the beliefs that you have. So those are the hows, or the action you would take to accomplish that passion, drive, and force. The what gets into the results, but a little bit different than results of what your goods and services do for people. It's the results in accomplishing your mission, vision, and purpose. That's what results we're talking about. And those results should be reflected in your marketing, in your social media posts, in who you hang around, in the networking events you go to, in everything that you do, how you provide service, how you sell your products. That has to be reflected. That why has to be reflected throughout your whole program before people will buy into it. Okay, so this is the steps needed to create raving fans. So you're saying, well, who are these raving fans? That's the who that you're after. That's that community of peers that know you, like you, and trust you enough to engage with you on social media, to buy your products, goods, and services, and to tell the world that they should do the same. We're like, Tim, how do I know what my why is? How do I get that answer? Is there something I can do? Is there something, a questionnaire I can take, or what do I do? How do I learn my why? Well, I've made that easy for you. I created an assessment for you, and it's a self-assessment. I want you to answer these questions to help you reveal your why to yourself. Okay, so I've created the why assessment, and you can find it at this link. I will attach this link in the comments, but learn your why. Once you learn your why and you begin to operate within that why, you start doing things that I'm going to say fulfill and inspire others to help you accomplish that why. Your hows will come, your results will come from your what, and the who will come. People that share that passion for what you're trying to do, that is bigger than you, that's bigger than your business, that inspires and fulfills people, they will join in with you in telling others about you and about your mission, vision, and purpose. So go to the link, take the assessment. You can keep a copy for yourself. So you'll get an email response with all of your responses, and it will show you how you answered. And I want you to take and print that and file it, or file it digitally, so that when you get discouraged or down about not having a good month or something like that, or you want to encourage others, you can pull that up, you can review your why, and you can be re-energized through that. As always, I'm here to help. Feel free to reach out to me through the comments of this message or through my email address, tim@3millionpercent.com. But once you take that assessment, you will have several different ways to contact me. And I look forward to helping you refine your focus and your why. We'll see you in the next video.